Welcome to Star Memoirs, your destination for unforgettable celebrity legacies. Our first news is this. Gary Coleman's ex wanted to set the record straight. That's why 15 years after the Diff'rent Strokes actor's 2010 death from an apparent fall in their shared home, Shannon Price agreed to participate in A&E's series, Lie Detector, Truth or Deception, in an attempt to end speculation over Coleman's accident. "I literally, my whole life, have had the odds working against me," she explained before taking the test in the series' forthcoming July 10th premiere, per People. "I'm really hoping for a good outcome. Not everyone is perfect at taking a polygraph test, but I have a glimmer of hope that this will work out in my favor, and people will be like, okay, you know what? She's just a normal girl that had an unfortunate situation happen." During the test, Price was asked 3 questions by former FBI agent and test administrator George Olivo. Did you ever strike Gary during your relationship? Did you intentionally decide to withhold help to Gary when he fell? Did you physically cause Gary to fall that day? Price answered, no, to all 3. In a conversation following the test, Olivo told Price that the results of the first 2 questions were inconclusive while the third, which concerned Coleman's fall, the test found deception indicated. Regarding whether Price could have administered more or better aid to Coleman before first responders arrived, in a recording of the 911 call, previously shared in Peacock's Gary documentary, she can be heard refusing to comply with the operator's instructions. The former FBI agent had his own suspicions, acknowledging the results raise a little bit of an eyebrow. "Here's the way I look at it," Olivo told her. "This question having to do with you doing everything that you could possibly do for Gary when he fell, when you called 911, is an issue that you've had in your mind for 14 years, and it's still not resolved in your mind." And while Price admitted she could have helped him a little bit more, she also alleged the 911 operator could have better helped by asking more specific questions, a claim Olivo took issue with. "Forget the 911 operator, you were there," he told the 39-year-old. "Little bit of tough love now. You're not the victim here, he's the victim." Olivo also drew conclusions based on Price's results about the day of the former child star's accident. Coleman's death was ultimately ruled an accident and Price was never charged with a crime. "You failed the exam regarding Gary's fall," he said. "There's 2 things I know for sure, Shannon. 1, you were not completely honest with me yesterday during this polygraph section. And 2, the other thing I know that's 100% certain, is that there is more to this story that hasn't been told." Andy Samberg details bond with late Brooklyn Nine-Nine co-star Andre Braugher. Andy Samberg is reflecting on the loss of a beloved leader. More than a year after Andre Braugher, who starred on Brooklyn Nine-Nine as Captain Raymond Holt alongside Andy's Jake Peralta, died following a brief illness, Andy remains grateful for the time spent together over the course of 8 seasons. While appearing Amy Poehler's Good Hang podcast July 8, Andy agreed with the actress' assessment that his co-star was one who seemed to be not only poised, but playful and fun. "He was," Andy shared, "and just a good person. So deeply moral and kind and pleasant and smart. We all absolutely loved him. I miss him a lot." As Andy explained, once the duo read together for their first scene, they clicked instantly. "Our dynamic worked immediately," Andy explained. "It was one of those things where you're just like, okay, this is kismet." The only thing that me and him had to even talk about creatively was, in the beginning, he didn't trust himself to do comedy. But Andre's ability to take on more dramatic moments never ceased to amaze his fellow co-stars. Like 5 or 6 times, we would do a more serious topic on the show and he would flip that switch and everyone would be like, "Oh my God, what is Andre doing here? He's so good," Andy recalled. But then he would do his Captain Holt stuff and it was the funniest thing on the show. Shortly after Andre's passing in December 2023, his co-stars also paid tribute to their fallen captain, with Chelsea Peretti noting she'll miss his dulcet tones. "Forever lucky to have gone on such a journey with you," she wrote in a December 12 Instagram post. "Ringside seat. You were so funny to me and the epitome of still waters run deep." I will always cherish our conversations, often with me hanging in your doorway barring your exit, and the insane opportunity to be your sidekick." The comedian concluded her note with a nod to her character, adding, "Is it weird that I am also grieving for what Captain Holt meant to Gina? I really hoped and knew I would see you again. Hate that I won't." Fellow co-star Terry Crews also expressed his shock. "Can't believe you're gone so soon," the actor, who co-starred as Lieutenant Terry Jeffords alongside Andre, wrote in an Instagram post. "I'm honored to have known you, laughed with you, worked with you and shared 8 glorious years watching your irreplaceable talent. This hurts. You left us too soon. You taught me so much." Sharing his deepest condolences for the actor's family, Terry concluded, "I will be forever grateful for the experience of knowing you. Thank you for your wisdom, your advice, your kindness, and your friendship. You showed me what a life well lived looks like." Additionally, Fox, which aired Brooklyn Nine-Nine for the first 5 seasons before it was picked up by NBC, said in a statement that the network is "devastated by the sudden loss of our friend and colleague. He will most certainly be remembered for his iconic comedic and dramatic roles across both film and television, but he will be remembered mostly for his big heart, kindness, and the lasting impact he made on his friends, family and fans everywhere," the network's December 12 statement read. "Andre was the heart and soul of the Nine-Nine and will forever be our captain. Thank you for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.